Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Are You Conference. Joining me today is Kirby.
That is me. That is I.
Yep.
I am him.
And the lovely Chelsea.
Hey.
And of course, Shane. I will be your host for, tonight's episode, I assume. And today's topic is going to be our most embarrassing stories during our cosplay adventures.
Or at least, like,
So
stories
either
you've seen, I guess.
Something along those lines. Like, it could either be within the conference, during the build, or otherwise. So, I mean, who wants to go first? I think I have my story. How about you guys?
You should go first.
Yeah.
I should go first? Alright.
Yeah.
If it's ready, just go for it, dude.
Oh boy. Okay, so, this is probably around, like, the second time I've ever done, Anime North, right? And, I still wasn't that big into cosplay. I still wasn't, like, 100% sure on, like, the techniques or, like, what exactly I would be doing. So, I decided, alright, I wanted to do a very simple cosplay, right? Just, like, dip my foot into the whole process, see what it's like. And there was a game that was, like, my number one favorite at the time. It's called Lone Survivor, and it's a horror indie game, and no one knows about it.
Was it the thing where you put, I think, a TV on your head or a box on your head?
Yep.
Okay.
So what I did was, alright, and there's a million other cosplays, right? I don't really know what the series is, but I've seen other people where all they did was basically hollow out, like, either a computer monitor and just put that onto their head. I don't know what that's from. Everyone thought I was from that, but I just had a cardboard box over my head.
Aww.
And I had no visors. I had no way to look through it. I was literally blind.
Why would you?
Because I was just playing the parts. And the thing is, right, me and another friend, alright, like, he decided to come along with me for Anime North, alright? And we weren't exactly, like, insanely, like, good friends. Like, we weren't that close or anything like that. So I'm just imagining this dude's feeling standing next to another guy who has a cardboard box on his head and a, like, oversized suit, because that was the rest of the cosplay, that I got from, man, what was it again? Value Village. And the thing is, like, 9 out of 10 times, people kept asking me, what are you from? Where, like, what are you, like, cosplaying as? And I'm like, oh, I'm cosplaying, like, from this game, Lone Survivor, right? Do you know about it? And they're like, no.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was just kind of like, man, cosplaying is fun, huh?
Oh man.
Because I just kept thinking to myself, right? Like, nobody knows what I'm cosplaying as. I don't even, like, think, alright, that people would understand, even if I told them, like, oh yeah, it's from a video game or anything like that. Because I thought the story of the game was great, I thought the character was great, but at no point, alright, does anyone recognize it. And from there, alright, I basically went all 3 days like that.
All 3 days.
All 3 days, yeah. No, I went all, because I was just like, if I'm going all the way, right? And
Isn't it, like, hot? Sorry.
Yeah, like, you weren't able to see.
All 3 days?
You weren't able to.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I was blind, I was really warm, and a little bit embarrassed sometimes, alright? Because I would be like I would basically look like a crazy person on the subway back.
I think all of us have that issue, though.
But
if
the
you
thing
cosplay.
is,
man,
if you
you
saw
sound
a
like
dude
it.
in an oversized suit, and you could tell it's oversized, like, it's extremely baggy, and I just have a cardboard box in my hand. Oh, man. It
You
just
do look kind of
looked
homeless now
awkward.
that you describe that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to me, it was just, like, a little awkward at times, alright? Because people would bump into me, I would, like, walk into walls, I would hit a tree sometimes, and it was just like, ugh,
Why is you
God, the
attacking
whole
the trees?
process.
No.
Oh god, because the whole time was just like, I'm a little bit embarrassed, but at the same time, it was just like, next year, I'm gonna do something so much better than this.
Nice.
Something mainstream. Maybe.
Exactly.
Well, were
And next
you
year I
by
did Blood
yourself?
Moonshine. Oh, sorry, what?
True. Oh no, sorry. I was just asking, like, were you by yourself or did you go with people?
No, I went
Like,
with
did you go?
I went with one friend, and, like, we weren't that close. We weren't, like, like, best friends or anything like that.
Okay.
we kind of only knew each other mutually. And he had never been to Anime North before, so he decided to join in. And oh boy, when we went, right, he stuck with me for the first 2 days, and then the very last day, he just like hit me with like, "Hey, I'm not feeling so good. You go ahead." And it's just like, all right. And then I took the cardboard box off, and I was just like, all right, I'm done.
But the thing was, did you see him while you were there, though? Like, did he lie to you? I
did not.
Okay, thank goodness.
I legitimately did not see him. And the thing is, like, I tried hanging out with, like, a few other people that I vaguely knew, right? Like, I didn't really have too much of a social circle at this point. So, Anime Club was, like, my best bet. And even then, all right, I didn't know a single person there. So I was just kind of, like, in the background, right? You know, having like civil conversations with people every now and then, and that's it. And it was just like, oh man, it's so awkward.
Oh, but so brave. I've never done that. Seriously, I don't have the balls. I bring people who aren't even into anime with me to like conventions.
So yeah, top that story.
I have a story that's on the opposite end of yours. So you were not recognized. I recognized someone as something else, and I felt really bad. It's not embarrassing for me, but I do feel bad about it. I don't even, till this day, I don't even remember where he's from. But have you guys watched like Kill Bill?
Yeah. Yeah, like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, so like the iconic like yellow suit with like the black stripe.
You mean Bruce Lee?
Some guy was wearing it, and I was like, "Sick, Kill Bill," and he just looked at me like, "Yeah, I'm Kill Bill. I'm from Kill Bill. That girl."
You hurt me, Chelsea.
And but like, obviously, like from his reaction, he wasn't even from the movie, but. Apparently, he was like from this other anime that I'd never heard of, but used like the same suit. Do you guys know what anime this is?
Embarrassingly, I thought it was because whenever I hear dude yellow jumpsuit with the black stripe, I just think Bruce Lee from Game of Death, which was his last film that was never officially completed.
Okay, yeah. See, so we still don't know.
That's what I thought. I didn't realize it was from an anime, or at least he was dressed up as a character from the anime. Or an anime.
Suit. Right? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I just felt really bad. And I was like, oh, I hope I don't see this guy at the convention.
See this fool
and
ever
then, of course,
again.
I saw him. I kept seeing him after that. I was like, okay.
Language.
Yeah, just like, oh.
Shane, why do you do this every time?
Shane. I thought it was me. I was like, what? I'm just trying to Google it right now, but...
I have no idea, like...
But yeah, though, like, if it feels bad on the other end, like, just to make you feel better, Shane, like, I'm sure those people coming up to you are like, oh, this guy hates me now. Sorry.
Thanks.
And they're probably like, oh, I hope I never see that box guy again. And then they probably saw you, like, for the rest of their convention time.
Oh my god. I just think to myself, like...
Yeah.
Everyone starts somewhere, you know, like when it comes to cosplay, so that's how I make myself feel better.
Yeah.
All right, Kirby.
So for myself, similar situation as Shane. I dressed up as my first cosplay ever, and we've talked about this briefly, was g.i.joe. Snake Eyes from g.i.joe. The thing is, though, like g.i.joe is kind of slept on in Canada. Compared to like in America, because it's kind of hella patriotic there. So not a whole lot of people really know about G.I. Joe here in Canada. So I stepped into Anime North as Snake Eyes, and a lot of people was like, yo, which iteration? Yo, this is like a realistic Power Ranger. I'm like, hell yeah. Start going like, yeah, man, there's no morphin time here, bro. We just jump into the base, man.
Yeah, it's morphing time. Like...
Yeah, bro. There ain't no morphing time, bro. There's no belt buckles or nothing, bro. We'll just jump into it. It's like, which animal are you? I was like, nah, bro. And I basically started making things up. I'm like, nah, man. In this series, man, it's in the comics, which is not true. I was like, I'm like,
finessed it.
I did. I'm like, usually the Black Ranger is like, you know, the Mastodon, but nah, man, it's a Cobra. The funny thing about that is obviously the character's name is Snake Eyes, but literally their enemy force is called Cobra.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
This
gosh.
fool ate that thing up like crazy. But yeah, I basically
Oh.
they're like, yo, can I get a few photos? I'm like, absolutely. And then I left, and then like someone did take a picture. I thought you were dressed up as Snake Eyes from G.I.Joe. I'm like, I am. This dude just doesn't know what it is, but it was fun.
Oh my gosh.
So I was so embarrassed I had to flip it on him.
Yo, you finessed it though.
Yeah,
And
well,
he ate that.
well, the dope thing about Snake Eyes is literally from head to toe, you're covered up entirely. There's not a single inch of skin, not a single hair showing. So it's like you couldn't read it in my face, but like I had the rudest smile ever. I was like enjoying every moment of it.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah.
he took it in. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. On the opposite end of that, I think I'm just experiencing all the opposites of what you guys are experiencing.
Let's hear it.
But yeah, when I was so I guess like everyone already knows by now, like I was cosplaying Fran.
What? I'm
And-
joking.
I know. And the thing is like I cosplayed her more for like the challenge of making like very detailed armor and working with Warvla, like more of like the skills aspect of it, right?
Mhm.
And I was very proud of it, and like obviously I played the game, but it was a long time since I last played it. And like kind of the same thing with me, like someone came up to me and then they started talking about like every detail about her and then like their build and her story and everything, and I was like yeah, like, oh man, like hearing you finesse that moment makes you think of that moment. I was just like, oh yeah, it's so cool. Like, I don't know.
What you need to
Like,
do
don't get me
in those situations, what you need to do in those situations, like, yeah, yo, what's your favorite storyline or whatever about the character? They say something, yo, me too. What the hell?
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
need
like,
to do.
yeah, like I mean, if anything, I think what I did was like I kind of just tried to keep her, like, make her do the talking, right? But like then she would ask you a question, and I was like, yeah, and then I mean, eventually I was like, yo, you know, like it's been a long time. I gotta be honest, like it's been a long time, but I'm so glad we like the same game. And she's just like, oh, okay. Yo, and she dipped. She just walked away. I was like, ooh, I didn't think it was gonna be like that, but okay. I thought we bonded a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I wish I could finesse like you guys. Like, I gotta figure out a way. Oh no. I think we're frozen.
Did she just disconnected?
Uh-oh, I think so. Chelsea. Oh no. Sorry folks, just dealing with some technical issues. Just give us a little bit.
See, usually we wouldn't have this problem if we just, recorded in the studio room here. Obviously, it's a bit of a mess right now because I'm in the process of making something. But, as such, certain factors like these are completely out of our control. We would like to blame Discord for this problem.
Or Wi-Fi's.
Or Wi-Fi's for this problem.
Oh,
She's
full
gone.
disconnect. Okay.
Where did she go? Oh. Where did she go? Oh. Where did you go? Oh, hello.
Hello? Oh
No, you're back.
We're good, don't worry.
Did
Hey,
anybody
okay.
hit stop record though, or is it still rolling?
no. No,
Still
it's still rolling.
We're keeping this
I
in.
figured it'd be better.
Alright.
Okay. I'm just like, oh no.
So yes, you said
What did you hear last?
let the person do most of the topping and
Yeah. I was just saying, like, I wish I was clever like you guys. Like, you guys are so good at. You guys are just so confident.
oh no, I'm not
Like,
confident
you know?
at all. It's because I have 3 responses: fight, flight, or clown. And I chose
Wow.
clown.
Nice.
I don't know. I like that comment. Thanks, Chelsea.
No problem.
Showing up in a cardboard box in like a massive suit. Yeah, I like that. Thanks.
Yeah, you killed it though, man. And look,
Oh, man.
clearly you were so successful that you went again, right?
Yeah.
Like you were willing to go and do that again.
3
So
times.
Well,
that's huge. Yeah,
Because
3
to
times.
me, it was just like the first day, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, the first day was rough. Second day, a little more rough. Last day, all right, my friend's not even here. So it's just like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
And from there, right, I just stopped caring, like, when it came to, like, taking photos or, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when Blood Moon Shen for me, alright, like, that was when I was just like, alright, I'm gonna make something, like, spectacular, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As still a beginner, still not 100% sure on the techniques behind some of the stuff. And what was funny was, like, and this does lead into another embarrassing moment. With Blood Moon Shen, right? I decided to go with, like, I'm sure I've mentioned this somewhere else. Like, I've gone with a sword harness, like, tied to my back, that would have been magnetic. And when the fool who walked past me and knocked it off,
When the fool.
he just walked
Uh-oh.
past me, right? Just brushed by, right, and knocked it off, and the full thing just snapped right off and fell to the ground, right? I literally, like, stood there looking at it with my, like, hands on my hips, just like.
Aww.
So you could hear
And he-
more about the story in greater detail in one of the confessionals, which we will link up here unless I mess up the layout in post.
Yep. And he looks at me, and he's just like, oh, sorry, bro. And I would just look back at him, it's just like, it's fine, just go away, it's fine. And I
gone.
reach down, and I basically just try my best to reattach it. It doesn't work, and I'm just like, I have a photo shoot in, like, 10 minutes. Like,
Oh,
this
shit.
can't be happening. Oh, God. And I just went to the photo shoot anyway, just saying, like, screw it, alright? I'm going to just, like, put some hot glue, alright? Try my best to, like, just keep it together for that, like, 10-minute photo shoot, alright? And the photo shoot was great, because there was a bunch of other cosplayers there who I could tell, like, they were very new, right? Like, they just started, right? One guy, alright, in particular, he was wearing, like, the vanilla skin for my character. And he was just like, oh man, like, your costume, it looks so amazing. Like, where'd you buy it from? And I'm just like, buy? No. I made this, alright? And he was just like, oh my god, that's amazing. You have so much skill. I was just like, thanks. And then, like, I saw the price tag on his own, because I still saw, like, a little bit of the label on the back. His own was, like, $69.99 or something like that.
$69.99?
Yeah. I went over budget on mine. I hit roughly around maybe $200 on my build, and it didn't even look like it.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, like, every single Batman cowl that I have, with exception to one of them, was over $200 just for the cowl alone. So,
for me, it was just like, oh my god, like, I just went overboard, like, and I was just like this sense of, like, ashamed, right? Like, this fool who paid, like, $69.99, alright, got, like, this solid looking cosplay, me who dropped $200, and then some guy just walked over and just touched it, and it, like, snapped off. And it's just like, oh no.
see, well, okay, well, what would you rather have? And this is going to link into a story. Would you rather have your cosplay break, or have you break in the cosplay? So this is what I mean. In my very first bat suit that I made, or maybe it was the second one, I forget. No, sorry, it was the second one, because the first one I did was for Desert Batman. I don't think anyone actually has seen it, but the first regular bat suit that I've done, it looked immaculate. It fits immaculately, so it tapers the body and everything. The problem is I had trouble not walking, but like I had some mild issues when it came to doing anything outside of walking and sitting, because my torso was just locked in. I can't turn my head. So basically, there's this kid who basically wanted a photo with Batman, right? So I'm in the costume, and the thing when you're wearing a Batman cowl is you can't turn your head. Your hearing becomes like you're almost borderline deaf, and your vision is incredibly narrowed, right? So I didn't, and this kid is like obviously shorter than me, so I didn't hear this kid like asking Batman for a photo, right? So then the mom taps me on the shoulder, like, "You really can't give my kid a photo?" And I was like, I was about to like kind of like cuss her out because of like her attitude or whatever, but then I saw the little kid right in the corner of my eye. I was like, I was on the phone with Alfred as my cover up, and then I took a photo with the kid, and then like and then my friends was like, bruh, she was really rude. I'm like, I know, but I can't move, so I can't do anything. I can't even turn my head.
Give me 1 second. I think the camera might have automatically stopped recording.
Okay. Well, it seems like we ran
Sorry.
into a lot of technical issues for today, but that will be it for today's episode of the abruptly cut short Are You Cosplay conference. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and right here on the YouTube channel, so subscribe. Remember, if you could dream it, you can make it, you could become it, and you could have embarrassing moments just like this. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.
See you.
It's not like they're gonna hear you, though.
What just happened? Did Chelsea also just like glitch out?
Like I said, her headphones aren't working.
Bye.
Oh, she's back. Okay. Wait.
No,
what's...
I could hear you guys, but like not in my earbuds. So then, like if we keep talking, you'll hear the audio from my phone in the video.
This battery was full. Oh my god, I don't get it.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
we have two
And my
options.
earbud is not connecting. Did you guys end it?
I shot a fake ending just in case.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, real
I don't know
smart.
why. I don't know what's going on. Like it says it's connected.
Me
but
neither. The
it's
camera
not.
just turned off, and to me it was just like I left it to charge. It was a full battery when I plugged it in. So
This goes to show that I am a god. No one
Whoa,
stopped rolling this, right?
no, everything's still rolling for
Perfect,
me.
perfect. I'm gonna this is gonna be part of the bloopers.
Yeah, sure. Why not?